47 ways to make you mine.
Hello, hello, and welcome back to Whittleton Creek. And today we're going to take care of the Tea Time Challenge and the Tasteless Chaseless Challenge, which you'll get with the Tea Time Challenge. And also we're going to take care of the Pass Gas Challenge. Now for this we're going to bring some lethal poison with us, as well as our lockpick as usual. And once again, right off the bat, we're going to go and take care of the first two clues. One being in Batty's shed and one being in the nature reserve here that we're about to run past. So if you don't know, we're going to grab the legal documents from the shed just round the back here, and we're going to distract Mr. Batty out of the shed to get them. While we're in here, we're also going to grab the shovel we'll need to dig up the second clue, which is just back the way we came, in the Frog Sanctuary. So Batty's now going to investigate the turned off generator. We're going to dive in the window, grab the legal documents and the shovel, and make our way over to the Frog Sanctuary. And then just by this sort of little bird nest housing thingy, there's a little clearing. You should see the prompt come up. It's a bit hard to see. Make sure you're crouched when you're doing this. And we're just going to grab the cigar box, drop the shovel, we don't need that. That's two clues collected already. So all we've got to do is make our way out of here, trying not to get spotted by anyone. You are trespassing. So that's that taken care of. So now we're going to move on towards our first target, who will be Janus. We're going to stop off on the way at the Muffin Lady's house. I'm not sure of her name, but in her basement there's a few sinister items, and one of them is another jar of lethal poison, which we will need. So that will then give us 2 jars of lethal poison, and we can take out both the targets. So we're now at Granny's house. I'm going to call her from now on. We're just going to wait for that server over there to move behind the van so we can vault over this fence without being spotted. So there she goes now. So we're just going to vault over the fence, crouch down into the basement and lockpick the basement door. And then just in the basement here, just to the left, we'll find some lethal poison. And just behind me there is also some rat poison, or a enigmatic poison vial. So we're just going to exit out of the basement back the way we came. I was considering cutting through this garden here. It would be a much shorter route, but yeah, I don't think I'll bother with that. So we're going to vault back over the fence and we're going to go around the front. And what we're going to do, we're going to enter the house via the garage. There is a guy who sort of I don't know if he's actually patrolling or not, but he wanders up and down, so we need to keep an eye out for him. But he does give us an opportunity to get into the garage quite easily. He's actually in position right now for us, talking to that guy. So we can now lockpick the garage door. That'll open the garage door, and we're just going to duck inside behind the car very quickly. We're just going to stash ourselves up, wait here for a minute, let them finish their conversation. And the guy, who you can just see his head above the cardboard boxes there, he will wander off, and we can then close the garage door behind us. And that'll give us a little safe space. So the guy's now wandered off, so we're going to close the garage door. We're now going to turn off this generator over here. That will distract the guard just outside the door there. We're going to knock him out. We're going to hide his body in the freezer. And that will leave us free to roam around the house, or some of the house anyway. The important bit, the bit that matters to us right now. So here comes the guy now. He's going to turn off the generator and we're going to strangle him, because we haven't got anything we can throw at him really. do have the cigar box, but I don't like the fact that it breaks and you can't pick it up again. I like to have the cigar box on me just so I know I've got the clue. So that he's now unconscious. We're going to dump his body in the freezer. And that should leave the downstairs area relatively empty. Janus is currently upstairs with his bodyguard and a couple of patrolling guards, I think. I think there's a couple of them up there. But downstairs is now completely empty. There is a guard out in the garden who does periodically come into the house, but he's not currently in here. So we're going to pour a nice little cup of tea here, and we're going to poison it with the lethal poison. And we're going to go and plug ourselves up just behind this wall over here. And you can just wander off and go and collect the next clue, which is in the basement of this house. And then go off and get Cassidy, but I've decided I'm going to stick around and let you all see an old man die. So he is now in position. We've cut out a couple of minutes of him coming down the stairs and making a phone call. He's now going to drink the tea and drop down dead.
Finally, an end to Janus. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like him. Still, we are close now, 47.
Right, so what we need to do now is make our way down into the basement. I currently am forgetting this, and I've exited the building, so I've now got to sneak my way back in and go through this whole routine of waiting for the guy to wander off so I can close the door again. But there we go, he's gone now. So we're back in the kitchen. We're just going to make our way down into the basement area. There is one guard down here, but he's very easy to avoid. We're just going to wait behind this wall here, not too close to the edge, because you can kind of see through the wall a little bit. But as he turns and wanders off, we're just going to wander around here to the right, grab the photo off the table, and make our way back out of the basement and back up the stairs. So that's all three of our clues now collected. So the only thing left to do now is escape without Janus's bodyguard spotting us. Is now go and take out Nolan Cassidy with the ventilation system, or the fumigation system, I believe it is. It's more fumigation than ventilation. So once again, we're just waiting for this patrolling guy to move out of the way so we can exit. And we're going to run all the way around, staying out on the road here where it's safe, and all the way around to Cassidy's house. And basically we're going to do exactly the same thing we did at Janus's house. We're going to enter in through the garage, although it's a little bit easier this time because there's no one patrolling up and down. So we can literally just run into the garage. And also the garage door switch is not right near the entrance. It's right back here, so we ain't got to worry about creeping about too much. So the garage door's now closed. Once again, we're going to turn off a generator and distract the guard who's currently in the kitchen. We're going to run over to the shelves over here, grab a wrench, so that we can just launch the wrench at the back of his head. I don't like sneaking up behind and subduing people because of the punch glitch. It's going to take a long time to get used to not having that glitch anymore. So I'm still preparing for it in many ways. It's just much easier to avoid if you throw something at their head. So that guy is now unconscious. We're going to hide his body in the freezer just like we did at Janus's house. The only added difference to this one is instead of just going into the kitchen and poisoning something, we've now got to make our way outside into the garden and take out one more guard. We are going to take out the evidence here first. I was going to do it at Janus's house and completely forgot about it. So we're going to take out the evidence here if you haven't already done it at Janus's house. And we're just going to wait for this guard to move away. And we're going to vault our way out the window. Come on, mate. No one's stealing the fence. So he's turned around and walking off. I'm trying to trigger the vault out the window thing. And we're going to walk up to the fumigation machine and we're going to insert the lethal pills. And all we have to do now essentially is wait for Cassidy to enter the house, preferably with his bodyguard. And they've got to be right inside the house because they do tend to enter through the garage. Although I have closed the garage door, which should force them into coming in the front door. And what we're going to do while we're waiting is we're going to take out this patrolling guard as well. Because right up to this point, we've got a silent assassin rating. And the whole way through this, I'm thinking, oh, I'll keep my silent assassin rating and I'm still in my suit. This is going to be an accidental silent assassin suit only. And then I remember, right at the last second, I'm about to kill about 7 or 8 non-targets. Just like that. Cassidy was in the house by this point, as you could see.
And that is Nolan Cassidy taken care of. Both targets are confirmed killed.
All that remains now is to find the information we came for, and then get out of here.
As you can see, I'm hiding in a bush because when you turn on the fumigation machine, it does distract the exterminator. So you're either going to have to wait him out or knock him out. I chose the latter. I'm also still under the impression I might be able to somehow get a silent assassin or a good score. But there you go, that's the 2 more challenges completed. Today we're going to take the bridge exit. I can't actually remember what the gas challenge was now, but I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.